day and left foot.
So that's page 31, and then A through E is just every time I read about industry surveys about what customers want, they always want first and foremost new designs. Then the next four are all variations on the same theme. Keep your act together on your bookkeeping and all that. So I recommend, if you got QuickBooks or it's Great Plains or anything else, keep it. If you have no bookkeeping software, go with MYOB. There's a Mac version and a PC version. It's 120 bucks, totally integrated, wonderful, extremely simple. When I use it, I loved it because the first time back in 1990 when I was using it, and I was entering stuff, and I know nothing about accounting and all that. I was entering stuff, and a little thing would come up and says, usually, under the generally accepted accounting principles, this would be a debit, not a credit. Don't you want to be over in this module? And that's what the level was back then. Now, it's even easier than that. So it can track commissions, royalties, pulling parts together from different suppliers and packaging it into one item number. Does all that wonderfully well. So MYOB. It stands for Mind Your Own Business. So you can mind your own, and so that'll keep your books in order straight. So that's page 31. Page 32 is now what's the system we're looking at. Let's say we've got reps covering all 50 states. Let's say we're trying to cover that 2,000 piece minimum. So if we're trying to cover that 2,000 piece minimum, well, and let's say our customers will tolerate orders placed in January taking delivery in, say, July. They'll tolerate that for whatever reason, which what we're looking at then is, I'm going to talk about gift and housewares, and you can extrapolate it into whatever industry you're in. In gift and housewares, there are 4 quarters. The lion's share of retail sales, in fact, most consumer goods are going to take place 4th quarter. When do the retail store buyers go into the field to place orders for the goods they're going to sell 4th quarter? 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. Anything you say will be accurate because everything happens on the order side of it. They're always getting busy trying to, they want to be as far in advance as possible, but everything happens, chaos, who knows. What I see is common patterns in delivery dates like September 1, but as far as when they place the orders, that can be chaotic. Usually at the trade shows, that's where the lion's share of the orders will be taking place. And because you have an independent sales rep already, they will already be in the prime trade shows. So that's automatic, so you don't have to worry about that. And they're in prime location. You're not out in Siberia where the sharks have spotted you and circled, as I mentioned first thing in the morning, right? So you avoid all that problem. And you'll get orders from an independent sales rep they'll take the order with a big grin to a third-rate customer, and then as the customer walks away, I've had so many orders that just say on the order, watch out. So I got this order, I'm going through, and the rep wrote, watch out on the order. Just lose that one, because they're not going to pay. So 4th quarter is when the lion's share of retail sales take place. Now, in gift and housewares, there's 2 trade show cycles. First weekend after New Year's, Atlanta, Georgia, then 12 weeks in a row, one weekend after another. Then this thing repeats late June, late July, early August. So there's 12-week trade show cycle, one major market after another. Atlanta, New York, Denver, Chicago, Minneapolis, Seattle, Miami, San Francisco, Denver, LA. So one major show after another. They all start on Saturday and Wednesday, which gives people enough time to break down from New Wednesday to ship it out to get it to the next trade show by Friday so they can set up, have it ready and go by Saturday. So that's the trade show cycle. Now you'll see in Atlanta, Georgia, first weekend after New Year's, department store buyers in there writing up orders for Christmas ornaments. They just put the Christmas ornaments on 75% off sale. Why are they writing up orders for Christmas ornaments? Well, because 40% of the Christmas ornaments in the United States sell outside of the 4th quarter. So they're testing with smaller orders outside the 4th quarter. I mean, go to Macy's, it's July. They got their Christmas stuff is starting to go up. Everybody's doing that. Because they're testing early what's going on. Nordstrom's is having its anniversary sale. Women's winter coats, regularly 400, now 195, right? After August 15 or something, the price goes up. What's up with that? They put it on sale now and they're jacking up the price later? Well, because right now they are shallow and wide. Most of what you see on the shelves right now, the brand new stuff, you'll never see it again. That's all selling out. But based on the rate of sale of what they have in there right now, they know where to go dump their open to buy for women's winter coats for the fall. Does that make sense? Okay. So your job here is to see if you can get enough orders to cover suppliers' minimum workable amount of time. If we know that through June is a workable amount of time, June 1, okay, so we got January, February, March to place these orders, first 3 weeks. We need to get a 2,000 piece minimum. Minimum. We're selling them 4 units at a time, so we need 500 orders, okay, something like that. Or maybe we're selling in 20 units at a time, and then we need 100 orders. Whatever it is, you know what your challenge is, what you got to meet. So you go through the 12-week trade show cycle. Best case scenario is you get your 500 orders, correct? Right? That's the best case scenario. Right. What's the worst case scenario? Worst case scenario is no orders. I bet you know what to do if you got no orders. You do nothing. Worst case scenario is not 0, it's not 500. The worst case scenario is 250. You got some orders. You got some confetti orders, but you didn't meet your minimum. These are legally binding on the buyer and the seller. Now what? You got 250 orders legally binding on you. You keep the rest. That's your passion will cause you to buy the goods, import them, ship out half of them, keep the rest in your garage. Okay? And so that way you won't get sued. But now you got stuff that you know you won't get any reorders on because you just couldn't even get enough confetti thrown at you to cover a supplier's minimum. Now what do you do?
Change it. Big lots.
Big lots. No, what you do is nothing. What you do is you do not bring those goods in. You don't import the goods. Well, what do you mean? Don't import. What about the 250 orders that got placed with you? Won't I get sold? Won't I get sued 250 times? You think Norrison's going to sue you for the $189 order? You think anybody's going to? No, it's not going to happen. It doesn't matter to them. They threw out all these orders by confetti. They don't expect to get them all shipped. There's maybe in gift and housewares, maybe an 80% fulfillment rate. For every $1 million in orders you get, you're going to get $800,000 in sales. An order is a contract for an event. The event is the sale. You get $1 million in orders, you probably only get $800,000 in sales. Okay? A lot of stuff doesn't get shipped. A lot of stuff doesn't get received. Are they going to sue you for not delivering that $200 order? No. Is your reputation shot? You don't have a reputation. Nobody knows and nobody cares. It just doesn't matter. You're taking no risk doing this. If you don't ship the goods, it doesn't matter. Too bad. So maybe try another time. Okay? Now a retailer stopped me and said, what if I was going to use that in a winter, Christmas window display, and you didn't ship it? I'd be all upset. You know, that's hypothetical. Da, da, da. And I said, you know, if I called you up and said I'm not shipping, you're going to get mad at me when you find out it's one of those confetti orders. He said, yeah, don't call me up, send me a postcard. I said, now that's a good idea. Okay? Write out a postcard to those 250 people. It says, dear so-and-so, you placed a $200 order at this show for this product, which does this at this time. Subsequently, we learned we got the wrong shape, speed, function, material, flavor. What's wrong with it? We're going to fix that. We're going to come back at the next trade show. Come back and see us at the next trade show. We'll take your order then. Okay? Now no one gets mad at you. Now no one has a reason to get mad at you. So you took care of that problem. I like that. Okay?
Baby, whether you're